so nice to see a full house tonight. Thanks for coming on this rainy night and figuring out parking and all that stuff. Just a couple of notes of business. If you have one of these things in your pocket that is turned on, it's an excellent time to turn it off. All right, and in case of an emergency, there are exits where you came in, and also back here, we don't expect an emergency. And some other things coming up at Oddfellows. And then there's 2 more performances of Much Ado About Nothing, next Friday and Saturday. If you have friends who want to come, I would recommend that they get their tickets in advance. You see it's filling up. And then the week after that closes, June 2nd to 4th, we have a renewal, the Beeman Project, which is an original play directed and written by Jackie Brown, kind of about 19th century black history in Middletown, focusing on the Beeman family and abolitionism. It should be a powerful and interesting piece.
He's about 3 leagues off what I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
A few of any sort, of none to name.
A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I learned in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Most deserved on his part, and eagerly remembered by Don Pedro himself. He hath borne himself to the promise of his age.
I pray you, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I don't know that in England there are none of the wars of any sort.
What is he that you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Signor Benedict, Padua.
Oh, he's returned, as pleasant as he ever was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But for how many hath he killed? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedict too much, but he'll be meek with you, I doubt it not.
He has done good service, lady, in these wars.
Oh, he's a very valiant trencherman. He hath an excellent stomach.
Oh, and a good soldier too, lady.
Oh, and a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with the honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a sort of merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there is a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. But I pray you, who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
I see, lady, the gentleman is not in your books.
Oh, no, and he were, I should burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion now? Is there no young squarer that will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He's the hand of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. God help the noble Claudio. If he hath caught the Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
I'll confer to you, lady.
Do confer.
Don Pedro is approached.
Good Signora Leonata, are you come to meet your trouble?
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
I have many times told the father so.
Was he in doubt, lady, that he asked you?
Signor Benedict, no, for you were just a child.
You have it full, Benedict. Be happy, lady, if you are like your honorable mother.
If Signora Leonata be her mother, she would not have her head on her shoulders, for all Messina is like her as she is. I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die? Will it have such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat? But it is certain that I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted. And I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching cannot make it worse than to wear such a face as yours were.
But keep your way. In God's name I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you of old.
That is the sum of all, Leonata. Signor Claudio, Signor Benedict, my dear friend Leonata hath invited you all. I tell her that we shall stay here at the least a month.
I bid you welcome, being reconciled to the prince, your brother. I owe you all duty.
Thank you. I'm not a man of many words. But I thank you.
I please your grace lead on.
Your hand, Leonata. We will go together.
Benedict, didst thou note the daughter of Signora Leonata?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should do for my simple true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my custom, as being a professed tyrant to their sex?
No, I pray thee speak in sober judgment.
Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than as she is, she were unhandsome. And being no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee tell me truly how thou likest her.
Or would you buy her, that you so inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into.
In mine eye, she's the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary. If Hero would be my wife.
It's come to this! Shall I never see a bachelor of 80 again? Go to with faith. Look, Don Pedro is returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you follow not to Leonatus?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
Here you Count Claudio. But on my allegiance. Mark you this! On my allegiance! He is in love. With who? With Hero, Leonatus' daughter.
If this were so were it uttered.
Amen, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two faiths and troths, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I should hang my bugle in an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me. For I will not do them wrong to mistrust any. I will do myself the right, trust none. And the fine is, for the which I may go the finer, I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die. Look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love.
In the meantime, good Signor Benedict, repair to Leonata and commend me to her, and tell her I will not fail her supper, for indeed she hath made great
I
preparation.
have almost matter enough in me for such an embassage, and so I leave you.
My liege, your highness may now do me good.
My love is thine to teach it, but how?
Hath Leonata any son, my lord?
No child, but fair hero, she's her only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord, when you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye that liked, but had a rougher task at hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now, I am returned, and that war thoughts have left their places vacant. In their rooms come thronging, soft and delicate desires, all prompting me of how fair young hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
If thou dost love fair hero, cherish it, and I will break with her and with her mother, and thou shalt have her.
How sweetly you do minister to love, that no love's grief by his complexion.
And I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have reveling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero, I am Claudio. And in her bosom I'll unclasp her heart. Then after to her mother will I break. And the conclusion is, she shall be thine. Come.
What a good year, my lord. Why are thus out of measure sad?
There is no measure in the occasion that breeds them, but the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason,
And once I have heard it, what blessings brings it?
if not a present remedy, then a patient sufferance.
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach, and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy, and tend to no man's business. Laugh when I am merry, and claw at no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make full show of this till you do without controlment. You had a late stood out against your brother. He hath pained you newly into his grace, for it is impossible. You should take by true roots, but by fair measure you make of yourself. It is needful that you frame the season for your own harvest.
I would rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And it better suits my blood to be disdained by all than to fashion a carriage to rob blood from any. In that I can't be said to be a flattering, honest man. It cannot be denied that I am a plain-dealing villain. In that I am trusted with a muzzle and enfranchised with a clog. Therefore I have decreed not to sing in my cage. For if I had a mouth I would bite, and if I had my liberty I would do as I please. So in the meantime, let me be who I am and seek not to alter.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make all use of it, for I use it only. Who comes here? Ah, Borachio, what news do you bring?
I come yonder from a great supper. The prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonata. Ooh, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
What serve for any model to build mischief on? Who is he but a fool to betroth himself in quietness?
Mary, it is your brother's right hand.
Who, the most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
Ah, proper squire. And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on Hero, the daughter and heir to Leonata.
Oh, very forward march chick. How did you come to this?
Well, being employed for a perfumer, as I was smoking a musty room, comes me the prince and Claudio, hand in hand in sad conference. I whipped me behind the arras, and there I heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, Give her to Count Claudio.
Come, let us thither. This may prove food to my displeasure. If I can cross him any way, I bless myself every way. You both shorn will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
Then let us to the banquet. Their cheer is greater that I am subdued. Shall we go prove what is to be done?
We will wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I can never see him, but I am heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Signor Benedict. The one is too like an image and says nothing. The other too like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
By my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
Lord, I cannot endure a husband with a beard on his face.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel, make him my waiting gentlewoman. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. But he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Well, niece, I trust you will be ruled by your mother.
Yes, faith, it is my cousin's duty to make courtesy and say, Mother, as it please you. But yet for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another courtesy and say, Mother, as it please me.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fit of a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. No, aunt, oh no.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you will know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you do not woo to a good time.
The revelers are entering, better make it
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I'm yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please,
And when please you to say so.
when I like your favor. For God forbid Luke should be like the kings.
Speak low. If you speak low.
Well, I would you did like me.
So are not I, for your own sake, cried with many ill qualities.
Which is one.
I say my prayers aloud.
I love you the better. The hearers may cry. Amen.
God, match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God, keep him out of my sight when the dance is done. Answer, clerk.
No more words. The clerk has answered.
I know you well enough. You are Signor Antonio.
At a word, I am not.
I know you by the wagging of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit it.
You can never do so ill well unless you are the very man. Here's the straw hands up and down. You were he! You were he!
At a word, I am not.
Come, come. Do you think I do not know you by your excellent wit? You are he! And there's an end!
tell me who told you so.
No, you must have pardoned me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are.
Not now.
Then I was disdainful. Why, this was Signor Benedict that said so.
What's he?
I am sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe in me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. None but libertines delight in him. I'm sure he's in the fleet. I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Do. Hypocrite a comparison or two on me, which peradventure not mocked or not laughed at, strikes him into a melancholy. We must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
The ladies follow her, and but one mask remains.
And that be Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
You are Signor Benedict, are you not?
You know me well. I am he.
You are very dear to my brother in his love. He is enamored on hero. I pray you, persuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too. He swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us live in.
Thus answer I, by the name of Benedict. But hear this ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so, the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all things, save in the office and affairs of love. Let every eye negotiate for itself, and trust no agent. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio!
Yea, the same.
Come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow. About your own business, County, for the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
But did you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you leave me.
Oh, they strike like a blind man. It was the boy that stole your meat, and you'll beat the post.
If it will not be, I'll leave you.
Alas, poor hurt fowl. Now will he creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me, and not know me, the prince's fool. It may be that I go under that title because I am merry. I am not so reputed. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, Signor, where's the Count? Did you see him?
Troth, my lord, I found him here as melancholy as a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had got the goodwill of this young lady.
What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, being overjoyed with finding a bird's nest, shows it to his companion, and he steals it.
I will but teach them to sing and restore them to the owner. The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel with you. The gentleman that danced with her told her that she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great thaw. Come, talk not of her.
Well, look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me any service to the world's end? I errand, now the activities that you can devise to send me on. I will fetch you a toothpicker from the farthest inch of Asia rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy. You have no employment for me?
None but to desire your good company.
Oh God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedict.
Indeed, my lord. I lent it him a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Marry once before he won it of me with false dice. Therefore your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom he sent me to see.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
The count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but something of a jealous complexion.
Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is won. I have broke with her mother, and her goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Counts, take with me my daughter, and with her my fortune. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to it.
Speak, Count. 'Tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give myself to you and dote upon the exchange.
Oh, speak, cousin. Or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let not him speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord. I thank it, poor fool, keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord, for alliance! Thus goes everyone into the world but I. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I would rather one of your brothers get him. Hath your grace ne'er a brother like you? Your father got excellent husbands if a maid could come by them.
Will you have me?
Oh, no, my lord. Unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is far too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
To be merry this becomes you, for, out of question, you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried, and then there was a star dance, and under that was I born. Cousins, God give you joy.
Miss, will you look to those things I told you of?
I cry you mercy, aunt. By your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There is little of the melancholy element in her, my lord.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
By no means, she mocks all her wooers out of suits.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
If they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
County Claudio, when needs you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches till love have all his rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence just a 7 nights.
Come, you shake the head, it's so long a breathing. But I warn thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will, in the interim, undertake to bring Signor Benedict and Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I doubt not but to fashion it, if you three will minister such assistance as I shall give you direction.
My lord, I'm for you.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero.
I will do any modest office, my lord. Tell my cousin to a good husband.
I will teach you how to humor your cousin so that she shall fall in love with Benedict, and I, with you two helps, shall so practice on Benedict that in despite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonata.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
any bar, any cross, any impediment is menacable to me, for I am sick in displeasure for him. How canst thou cross this marriage?
I think I told your lordship a year since how much I'm in favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman hero.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to the death of this marriage?
The poison in that lies in you to temper. Go you to the prince your brother. Tell him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do you mightily hold up, to a contaminated stale, such one as Hero.
And what proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, and to kill Leonata. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them, I will endeavor in anything.
Go then. Find me a meat tower to draw Don Pedro and Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know that Hero loves me. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances, which are bear no less likelihood than to see me at your chamber window, calling Margaret Hero. Ooh, and there shall appear such seeming truth of Hero's disloyalty, that jealousy shall be called assurance, and hold the preparation overthrow.
Grow this to what adverse issue you can, and I will put it to the practice. Be cunnings in your workings. In your fee, 1,000 ducats.
Be you constant in your accusation, my cunning shall not fail me.
I will presently go learn of the day of marriage.
I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. He was one to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. But now, his words are a very fantastical banquet. Just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I'm well. Another is virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Prince and Monsieur loved, I will hide me in the arbor.
Come, shall we hear this music?
Yea, my good lord. How still the evening is, as hushed on purpose as to grace harmony.
See where Benedict hath hid himself.
Very well, my lord.
Come, Balthazar, we'll hear that song again.
Oh, good my lord, tax not so bad a voice to slander music any more than once.
Is the witness still of excellency to put a strange face on his own perfection? I pray thee sing, and let me woo no more.
Because you talk of wooing, I will sing.
Or if thou wilt hold longer argument, do it in notes.
Note this before my notes. There's not a note of mine that's worth the noting. Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever, one foot in sea and one on shore. To one constant never, then sigh not so.
But let them go and be alive and body virtuous, your sons of love. To
By my troth, a good song.
And an ill singer, my lord.
No, faith, thou singest well. I pray thee, get us some excellent music, for tomorrow night we would have it at the Lady Hero's chamber window.
The best I can, my lord.
Do so. Farewell. Come hither, Leonata. What was it you told me of today? That your niece Beatrice is in love with Benedict?
Oh, aye, stalk on, the foul sits. I did never think that lady could have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. Much wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, whom she hath in all outward behavior seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh God, there was never counterfeit of passion came so near the like of passion as she discovers it.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? She will sit you heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed. How, pray you amaze me. I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it had, my lord, especially against Benedict.
I should think this a gull, but that Leonata speaks it.
He hath ta'en the affection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true indeed. So your daughter says, shall I, says she, that have so often countered him with scorn, write to him that I love him? And then, down upon her knees, she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God give me patience.
'Tis true indeed. My daughter says it is so, and the ecstasy hath so overborne her that my daughter is sometime afeard she will do a desperate outreach to herself. This is very true.
It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other. If she will not discover it,
To what end? He would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
and he would, it were an alms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and she is virtuous.
And she's exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict.
I am so sorry for her, as I have just cause, being her aunt and her guardian.
I would she had bestowed this dotage on me. I would have doffed all other respects and made her half myself. Come, let us tell Benedict of it, and hear what he will say.
Word's good, think you.
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die if he love her not, and she will die if he woo her. She will die ere she make her love known, rather than she would bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you all know, hath a contemptible spirit. Shall we go seek Benedict and tell him of her love?
Never tell him.
Well, let it cool the while. I love Benedict well, and could wish he would see how unworthy he is so good a lady.
My lords, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If he do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let there be the same net spread for her that must your daughter and her gentlewomen carry. Let's send her in to call him in to dinner.
This can be no trick. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. love me? Why, it must be requited. I hear how I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, she will rather die than show any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth. I can bear them witness. And virtuous. 'Tis so. I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me. By my troth, it is no addition to her wit, nor no great proof of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, for I have railed so long against marriage, but doth not the appetite alter? No. The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure, then, in the message?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point. Oh, you have no stomach, senor? I fare you well.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. That's as much to say, any pains I take for you is as easy as thanks. If I do not take pity on her, I am a villain. I will go get her picture.
Good Margaret, run thee to the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice. Whisper her ear, and tell her I and Ursula walk in the orchard, and our whole discourse is all of her. This is thy office. Bear thee will in it, and leave us alone.
I will make her come. I warrant you presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must only be of Benedict. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter, is little Cupid's crafty arrow made, that only wounds by hearsay. Now begin. For look, where Beatrice like a lapwing runs, close to the ground to hear our conference.
Fear not my part of the dialogue.
And go we near her. Her ear knows nothing of the false sweet bait that we lay for it. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says love Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection, and to never let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as Beatrice shall ever couch upon?
O God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yield to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. She cannot love, nor take no affection. She is so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so, and therefore certainly were not good she knows love, lest she makes sport at it.
Why you speak truth. I never yet saw a man how wise, how noble, how young, how rarely featured, but she would spell him backward, so she turns every man the wrong side out.
Sure, such carping is not commendable.
But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into arrows, she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, waste inwardly.
Yet tell her of it. He will she will say.
No, rather, I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passion.
Oh, do not do your cousin such wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedict.
He is the only man of Italy, always accepted, my dear Claudio.
I pray you be not angry with me, madam, speaking my fancy. Signor Benedict, for shaving, for bearing, argument, and valor, goes foremost in report through Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it, ere he had it. When are you to be married, madam?
Why, every day. Tomorrow. Come, go in, I'll show you some attires and have thy counsel, which is the best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's lying, I warn you. We have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by halves. Some keep with kills with arrows, some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride, adieu! No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict, love on, I will requite thee, taming my wild heart in thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly.
I do but stay till your marriage be consummate, and then I go toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, there should be as great a soil in the new gloss of your marriage as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedict for his company, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth.
Gallants, I am not as I have been.
So say I, methinks you are. Sadder.
I hope he be in love.
He hath no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched by love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
Yet say I, he's in love.
Nay, there is no appearance of fancy in him, unless it be a fancy he hath o'er strange disguises.
If he be not in love with some woman, there's no believing old signs. He brushes his hat o' mornings. Oh, what can that bode?
Nay, he'll rub himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
That's as much to say the sweet youth's in love.
The greatest note of it is his melancholy.
And when was he wont to wash his face?
Indeed, that tells every tale for him. Conclude, he is in love.
Yet is this no charm for the toothache? Signora, walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
By my life, to break with her about Beatrice.
Tis even so. Hear what Ursula have by this played their parts with Beatrice, and then The two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If it serves you, I would speak with you,
In private?
if it pleases you. Yet, Count Claudio may hear. For what I speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Is your lord to be married tomorrow?
You know he does.
I know not that, when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that aim better me, for that I now will manifest. My brother, I hear you'll do in greatest of hearts, hath hoped to effect your ensuing marriage, surely time ill spent and labor ill bestowed.
Why, what's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, in circumstances shortened, the lady, she is disloyal!
Who? Hero?
Even she, your hero, Leonardo's hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. I could say she were worse. Come with me tonight. You shall see her bedchamber window entered, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, marry her. But it better suits your honor to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust what you see, say not that you know. If you will come with me tonight, I will show you enough. And once you've seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight why I should not marry her, tomorrow, in the congregation that I should wed, there will I shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join thee to disgrace her.
I would disparage her no farther, till you are my witness. Hold bail coldly until midnight, and then the issue will show itself.
O day untowardly turned! O mischief strangely thwarting!
O plague outright prevented! So you say when you have seen the sequel.
Hero's wedding day.
Yes, isn't it a beauty?
Yes, you are. Let's see you try it on with me in a bedchamber. And we have a bit of fun.
Oh, what a naughty boy you are. Just give me a moment to change.
I'll be right there, my pretty plum cake. Hero, my delicious hero.
Oh, you, yes.
Are you good then, and true?
Yea, or else it were pity that they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were a punishment too good for them, should they have any allegiance in them being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be constable?
George Sequel, sir, for he can read and write.
Come hither, neighbor Sequel. God hath given you a good name. To be a well-favored man is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both which, Master Constable.
You have! I knew it would be your answer. Well, for your favor, sir, why, give God thanks and make no boast of it. And for your writing and reading, let those appear when there is no need for such vanity. You are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man to be constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You are to comprehend all vagrom men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How, if he will not stand?
Why then, take no note of him. And presently call the rest of the watch together. And thank God you're rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You are to also make no noise in the streets! For the watch to babble and talk is most tolerable and will not be endured!
We would rather sleep than talk when we know what belongs to a watch.
You speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman. I cannot see why sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills be not stolen. Well! You are to call at all the ale houses. You are to bid any of those that are drunk, get them to bed.
How, if they will not?
Why then, let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not, then the better answer, you may say, they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you take a thief, you may suspect him, by virtue of your office, to be no true man. And for such kind of man, the less you meddle or make with them, by the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office, you may. But I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. Now, the most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is, and steal out of your company.
You have always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will. Much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How, if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Depart in peace! And let the child wake her with crying. For the ewe that will not hear the lamb when it baths will never answer a calf when he bleats.
'Tis very true.
Masters, good night. And there be any matter of weight chances, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsel and your own. Good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
One word more, honest neighbor. I pray you watch about Signora Leonata's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there is a great coil tonight. That you be vigilant. I beseech you.
What, Conrad?
Peace! Stir not!
Conrad! Say!
Oh, dear man, I am at thy elbow.
Standing close then, under this penthouse where it drizzleth rain, and I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Some treason masters yet stand close!
Therefore, know I have heard of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible any villainy may be so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask if it were possible such villainy could be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones, the poor ones may make what price they will.
And I wonder at it.
And that shows thou art ignorant. Dost thou not hear somebody?
No, 'twas the man on the house.
No, not so neither. Ooh, but I should first tell thee how I have tonight wooed Margaret, the lady hero gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. She leads me out at her lady's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. But I should first tell thee how the Prince Claudio and my master, Don John, planted, placed, and possessed by my master, Don John, did far off in the orchard see this amiable encounter.
And thought thy Mark was hero?
2 of them did, the Prince and Claudio. But the devil, my master, Don John, knew she was Margaret. Away went Claudio, enraged! So he beat her again as appointed the next day at the temple. And there, in front of the whole congregation, shamed her with what he saw o'ernight, and sent her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name! Stand! Call up the right master constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that was ever known in the Commonwealth.
Master, just
Never speak! We charge you. Let us obey you to go with us.
We are likely to be proven goodly commodities being taken up with these men's bills.
and the commodity in question. I warned you. Come, we'll obey you. Ow. Stop it.
Good Ursula, wake my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise,
I will, lady.
and bid her come hither.
Well, Troth, I think your other pendant were better.
No, prithee, good men, our this.
My troth's not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. Our none but this.
Your gown's a most rare fashion, I think.
God give me joy to wear it. My heart is exceeding heavy.
Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee. Art not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think, and it be the right husband and the right wife. Otherwise, 'tis light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice house. Here she comes.
Good morrow, cuz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now do you speak in the sick tune?
I'm all out of other tune, methinks.
Claps into light of love. Do you sing it and I'll dance it?
'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. By my troth, I am exceeding ill. Hey-ho!
These gloves the Count sent me, an excellent perfume.
I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed? Now there's a goodly catching of gold.
By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cardus Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It's the only thing for a qualm.
Benedictus? Why, Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? By my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think perchance that I think you are in love. Nay, by our lady, I am not such a fool to think you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet Benedict was such another, and now he's become a man. He swore he would never marry, and yet now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not. Methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
You must come. You gotta go, like the Prince, the Count, Senior Benedict, Don John, and all the gals have come to get you for your wedding.
Help to dress me, good cuz, good men, good Ursula.
What would you with me, honest neighbors?
Mary, ma'am, we would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see 'tis a busy time with me.
Mary, this is his, ma'am.
Yes, in truth it is, ma'am.
What is it, good friends?
Goodman Burgess, ma'am, speaks a little of the matter. A young man, ma'am, and his wits are not so blunt as God hope I would desire they were, but faith honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I'm as honest as any man living that is a young man, and no honester than I.
Heresies are odorous. Quiet, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
Well, it pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor Duke's officers. But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in my heart to bestow it all of your worship.
All that tediousness on me, huh?
Yea, and 'twere 1,000 pound more than 'tis. For I hear as good exclamation on your worship as of any person in the city. And though I am but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I. I would fain know what you have to say. Mary, ma'am, I watched tonight, accepting your worship's presence, have taken a couple of as errant knaves as any in Messina.
A young man, ma'am. He will be talking. Well said, neighbor Burgess. Well, when two men ride of a horse, one must ride behind. An honest soul, if faith, ma'am. By my troth, he is as ever broke bread. Alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, neighbor, he comes too short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave you.
One word more. Ma'am, please. Our watch have indeed comprehended two auspicious individuals, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be suffigance.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
My lady, they stay for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I will wait upon them. I am ready.
Go. Get you to Francis Seacool. Bid him bring his pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
Then we must do it wisely.
We will spare for no wit, I warrant you. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me at the jail. Burgess.
Come, Friar Francis, be brief, only to the plain form of marriage, and you may recount their particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No.
To be married to her, Friar, come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediments why you should not be conjoined, I charge you or your souls to utter.
Know you any, hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any, count?
I dare make his answer. None.
What men dare do, what men daily do, what men may do, not knowing what they do.
How now, interjections? Why then, some be of laughing, yes.
Stand thee by, friar. Mother, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give you back, whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you teach me noble thankfulness. There, Leonata, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend, she's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold how like a maid she blushes here. Comes not that blood as modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you not swear, all you that see her, that she were a maid by these exterior shows? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
My lord, you in your own proof have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
I know what you would say. If I have known her, you would say she did embrace me as a husband, and so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonata, I never tempted her with a word too large. but as a brother to his sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
Out on me, seeming. I will write against it. You seemed as Dian in her roar, as chaste as the bud ere it be blown, but you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wise?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to link my dear friend to a common sale.
Have these words been spoken, or do I but dream?
Ma'am, they have been spoken, and they are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
True! Oh God!
Leonata, stand I here? Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face heroes? Are our eyes our own?
All this is so, but what of this, my lord?
Let me move but one question to your daughter, and by that motherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so as thou art my child.
Oh God, defend me! How am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not Hero who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Mary, that can Hero. Hero itself can blot out Hero's virtue. What man was he, talked with you yesternight, out at your window betwixt 12 and 1? Now, if you are maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then are you no maiden? Leonata, I am sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her. Hear her at that hour last night talk with a ruffian at her chamber window, who hath indeed, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Fie, fie, my lord. They are not to be named, not to be spoken of, for there is not chastity enough in language without offense to utter them. So, my pretty lady, I am sorry for your much misgovernment.
Hero, what a hero hadst thou been, if half thy outward graces had been placed above the thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair, farewell, thou pure impiety and impious purity. For thee, I'll lock up all the gates of love.
No man's dagger I hear point for me.
How now, cousin Hero? Wherefore seek you now?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light. Smother her spirit up.
How doth the lady? Dead, I think. Help on! Signor Benedict Friar!
Oh, fate, take not away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
How now, cousin Hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Can she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not ope thine eyes. For did I think thou wouldst not quickly die, myself would, on the rearwood of reproaches, strike at thy life. Grieved I had but one. Oh, one is too much by thee. Why had I one? Oh, she has fallen into a pit of it that the wide sea hath drops too few to wash her clean again, and salts too little that may season give to her foul, tainted flesh.
My lady, be patient. For my part, I'm so tired and wonder, I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is blind!
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. Although until last night I have this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! Confirmed! Oh, that stronger maid which was before barred up with the ribs of iron. Would the two princes lie, and Claudio lie, who loved her so that speaking of her foulness washed it with tears. Hence from her, let her die.
Hear me a little, for I've only been silent for so long. and given way to his course of fortune? By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start to her face, 1,000 innocent shames. An angel whiteness beat away those blushes, and in her eye start to create a fire to burn away the errors that these princes hold against her maid truth. Call me a fool. Trust on my reading, my observations. Trust on my age, my reverence, nor call it divinity. If this sweet lady lie not guiltless here, are there some biting error?
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that all the grace she hath left is that she would not add to her damnation a sin of perjury. She not denies it. Why seekst thou then to cover with excuse that which appears in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man is your accused of?
They know that do accuse me, I know none. If I know more of any man alive than that which made it modesty doth more than all my sins lack mercy. Oh, my mother, prove you that any man with me conversed at hours of meat, or that I yesternight maintained a change of words with any creature. Refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strangest prison than the prince's.
2 of them have the very bent of honor, and if their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in frayed villanies.
I know not so. If they speak truth of her, these hands shall tear her. If they wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall hear of it.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the prince is left for dead. Let her while be secretly kept in, and publish that she is dead indeed.
What will become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this will carry shall on her behalf. Change slander to remorse, that is some good. She dying, as the soul must be maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of ever hearer. So fair of Claudio, when he hear she has died upon his words, then he shall mourn, and he'd wish he had not so accused her.
Signora Leonata, let the friar advise you.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest wine may lead me.
Presently away, 'tis well consented. Presently, come lady, die to live. This wedding day is but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while? Yea, and I will weep a while longer. I will not desire that. You have no reason. I do it freely. Surely, I do believe your fair cousin is wrong. How much might the man deserve of me that would right her? Is there any way to show such friendship? A very even way, but no such friend. May a man do it? It is a man's office, but not yours. I do love nothing in this world so well as you. Is not that strange? As strange as the thing I know not. If it were possible for me to say I love nothing in this world so well as you, but believe me not. Oh, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin. By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me. Do not swear it and eat it. I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you. Will you not eat your word? With no sauce that can be devised to it. I protest I love thee. Why then, God forgive me. What offense, sweet Beatrice? You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you. And do it with all thy heart. I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest. Come, bid me do anything for thee. Kill Claudio. Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. Nay, I pray you let me go.
Beatrice,
I must go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemies.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain? That hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What, bear her in hand and come to take hands? And then, with public accusation, unmitigated brand her and covered slander? Oh, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out at a window. A proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Sweet hero. She is wronged. She is slandered. She is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties. Surely a princely testimony, a goodly count. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies, valor into compliment. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
Terry. Good Beatrice. By this hand, I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you, in your soul, the Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand. So I leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go. Comfort your cousin. I must say she's dead. And so, farewell.
Is our whole assembly appeared?
No! A cushion for the sexton!
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that's mine, and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before, Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Braccio.
Write down Borachio. And yours, Sirrah?
I am a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Oh, write down Master Gentleman.
Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir.
We hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God. Masters, it is proved already that you are little better than false knaves, and it would go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are done.
Come you to the Sirrah. A word in your ear. I say to you, it is said you are false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are not.
Stand aside! For God, in a tale. Have you writ down they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are your accusers.
Mary, that's the aptest way. Let the watch come forth!
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain!
Write down Prince John, a villain. Why, this is flat perjury! To call a prince's brother villain!
Master Constable.
Pray thee, fellow peace! I do not like thy look, I promise thee!
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat robbery is ever once committed!
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did mean, upon his words, to disgrace her before the whole assembly and not marry her!
Oh, villain! Thou shalt be condemned into everlasting redemption for this!
What else?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John was this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonatus. I will go before and show her their examination.
Come, let them be opinions.
Off! Coxcomb!
God's my life! Where's the sexton? Have him write down the prince's officer, coxcomb! Come, bind them, thou naughty varlet!
Away! You are an ass! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass! But remember that I am an ass. Though it be not yet written down, forget not that I'm an ass. I'm a wise fellow, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more,
As pretty a piece of flesh as any in the sea.
and one that knows the law! Go to! Bring them away! Shut up! Burgess! That I have been writ down an ass!
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself, and 'tis not wisdom thus to second grief against yourself.
I pray thee cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water in a sieve. Give not me counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ear, but such a one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a parent that so loved her child, whose joy of hers overwhelmed like mine, and bid her speak of patience. Give me no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement. I pray thee peace. I give you flesh and blood.
Yet bend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that to offend you suffer too.
There thou speakst reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me that Hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know, so shall the prince and all of them that thus dishonor her.
Here come the prince and Claudio, hastily.
Good evening, Leonata.
Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonata.
Some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good lady.
If she could right herself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Well, who wrongs her?
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou. Nay, never lay thy hand upon thy sword, I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand if it should give your age such cause of fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my sword.
Tush, tush, man, never sneer and jest at me. No, Claudio, to thy head, thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and with grey hair and rules of many days, do challenge thee to trial of a man. I say, thou hast belied my innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, her tomb were never scandal slut framed by thy villainies.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I said.
You say not right, my lady.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body if he dare.
Away. I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so doff me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill two of us, and men indeed. But that's no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me and wear me. Let him answer me. Come, follow me, boy. Come, sir boy, come, follow me.
Brother.
Oh, content yourself. God knows I love my niece, but she is dead. Slandered death by villains. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, nooks up.
Brother Antony.
Hold yourself content. What men? I know them, yea. Scrambling, outpacing, fashion-minded boys that lie and cock and bluff, deprave and slander.
Brother Antony.
Come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle. Let me deal in this.
Gentle persons both, we will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on mine honor she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord.
I will not hear you.
No. Come, brother, away. I will be hurt.
And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, senor. You are almost come to part almost afraid.
We would have liked to have had our two noses snapped off.
Why, Leonata and her brother, what thinkest thou? If we had fought, I doubt we would have been too young for them.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We've been up and down to seek you, for we are high-proof melancholy, and would fain have it beaten away. Wilt thou use thy
It
wit?
is in my scabbard, shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Never any did so, and very many have been beside their wit.
Because I'm an honest man. You look pale. Art thou sick or angry? I think he be angry indeed.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare with what you dare and when you dare. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Fare you well. Boy, you know my mind. I'll leave you now. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, is fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Blackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Till then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
In most profound earnest, and I'll warrant you, for the love of Beatrice,
And hath challenged thee.
most sincerely.
Soft ye. Be sad. Pluck up. Let me be. For did he not say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir. Nay, and you be a cursing hypocrite yet. You must be looked to.
How now? Two of my brother's men bound?
One braccio. Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Mary, sirs, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slandered. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
This learned constable be too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, look no farther than mine to answer. Do you hear me, and this count kill me? For I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms cannot uncover, these shallow fools have brought to light, who in the night have overheard me confessing to this man how Don John, your brother, had incensed me to slander Lady Hera. How you were brought into the orchard and witnessed me court Margaret in Hera's garments, and how you have disgraced her when you should have married her. And briefly, I require nothing more than the reward of a visit.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood? I have drunk poison while he utters it. But hath my brother set thee on this?
Yea, and has paid me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed and framed of treachery, and fled he's upon his villainy. Sweet hero, now thine image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. Bastards. Do not forget to specify when time and place shall serve that I am an ass.
Here comes Signor Leonato, and the sexton too. Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes, and when I know nothing like him, I may learn to avoid him. Tell me which of these is he?
If you would know your wronger, then look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hath killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
There, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third has fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death, recorded with your high and worthy deeds.
I know not how to pray your patience, but I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not but in mistaking, by my soul nor I. And yet to satisfy this good woman, I would bend on her any heavy weight that she would enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina hear how innocent she died. And if your love can labor oft in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it tonight. Sing it to her bones. Tomorrow morning, come you to my house. And since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost the copy of my daughter that is dead. And she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
O noble mistress, your overkindness doth bring tears from me. I do accept your offer.
Tomorrow, then, I will expect your coming. Tonight, I take my leave. Until tomorrow morning, lords, farewell.
Farewell, my lords. We will look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail. Tonight I'll mourn with Hero.
wicked man shall face to face be brought with Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong, hired to do it by Don John.
No, by my soul she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke with me. But always have been just and virtuous in anything that I do know by her.
Moreover, madam, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment. Pray you, examine him on that point.
I thank thee for thy care and thy honest pains.
Your worship speaks like a most thankful and reverend youth, and I thank God for it.
There's for thy pains.
God save the foundation! Woo! Hooray!
Go. I discharge thee thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
God keep your worship. I wish your worship well. I humbly give you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk with Margaret, how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Pray thee, sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hand by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
Oh, in so high style, Margaret, that no man living shall come over it. For, in most comely truth, thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me? Why, shall always be kept below stairs.
My wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth. It catches.
And yours is blunt as a fencer's foils, which hit, but hurt not.
It's the most manly wit, Margaret. It will not hurt a woman, but I pray thee now, call Beatrice. I give thee the bucklers.
Give us the swords, we have bucklers of our own.
The god of love that sits above and knows me, how pitiful I deserve. I mean, in singing, but in loving. Leander, the good swimmer, Troilus, the first employer of panders, why, they were never so turned over and over as my poor self in love. Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I've tried. I can find out no rhyme to lady, but baby. An innocent rhyme. For scorn, horn. A hard rhyme. For school, fool. A babbling rhyme. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, or I cannot woo in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Oh, then is spoken. Fare you well now. And yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came for, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul
kiss. But I must tell you plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge. And either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. And I pray thee now, tell me, for which of my bad parts did you first fall in love with me?
For them all together. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love! Good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart!
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably. But, tell me now, how doth your cousin?
Very ill. And how do you? Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and mend.
Madam, you must come to your aunt. It is true, my lady here has been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of it all, who is fled and gone.
Will you go to hear this news, Senor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thine eyes. And, moreover, I will go with thee to thy aunt's.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death, in guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Now music. Sound and sing your solemn hymn. Pardon, goddess of the night, those that slew thy virgin night, for the witch with songs of woe, round about her tomb they go.
So on to Prince and Claudio that accused her, under the error you heard debated. But Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears.
Well, I'm glad all things sort so well.
And so am I, being else by fate and forced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdrawn to a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither, masked. The Prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. You know your office brother. You must be father to your sister's daughter, and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To what, Signor?
To bind me, or undo me, one of them. Signora Leonata, truth it is, good Signora. Your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
That I my daughter lent her. 'Tis most true.
And I do, with an eye of love, requite her.
The sight whereof I think you got from me, from Claudio and the prince. But what's your will?
Your answer, ma'am, is enigmatical. But for my will is your good will may stand with ours this day to be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage, in which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
My help. Ah, here comes the Prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined to marry with my brother's daughter?
I'll hold my mind, were she a Gorgon.
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar, ready.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Why then, she's mine. Sweet, may I see your face?
No, not until you take her hand by this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I'm your husband if you like of me.
When I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero!
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live. And surely, as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero, the hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, whilst her slender lived.
All the spacemen I can qualify. When after the holy rites of it, I will tell you largely a fair hero's death.
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice? I answer to that name. What is your will? Do not you love me?
Why, no, no more than reason.
Why then, your aunt and the prince and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no. No more than reason.
Why then my cousins Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then, you do not love me?
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here's a paper written in his own hand, a halting son of his own pure brain fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection to Benedict.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light I take thee from pity.
I will not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion. And partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace, I will stop your mouth.